Hey guys, today I'm talking about my family member who is in the Air Force. So his name is Justin, and he's my cousin. He's actively in the Air Force, and his rank is an Airman First Class. He's been in the Air Force for 2 years, and he's an aerial gunner. And that just means that when he's in an airplane, he takes the like stuff that goes in the cannons, and he loads them in there and then fires the cannons at whatever he need. And he hasn't been any wars, and he told me a story over the phone. He's in New Mexico right now, but he came to Washington in Spokane, and he hiked in the wilderness with meals to last him only 2 days in 4 feet of snow, and he had to find a way to survive and make shelter and stuff. And that was part of his training for the Air Force. So that's my report on the veteran in my family. Bye.
Hi. So I have 4 veterans, and I only have one picture of them. The other ones I don't have right now. So I have Don Spencer. He was a Navy pilot that was killed on Christmas Eve. His plane was shot down by an enemy fire. Here is a little picture of him. You can see that. That's him with his plane that was shot down. That was before that he died. And how he is related to me is because he's my great 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 uncle. Then I have my Papa Ron. He was an 82nd Airborne Army Vietnam vet. He is retired. And I have my Papa Robert, which is my dad's dad, and he died not from the Vietnam vet. He did the same as my Papa Ron. But then we have my Uncle Josh. He was a Marine Corps. He's retired too. He was in the Afghanistan War, and he was an SS, which is a staff sergeant. And that's all.
Okay, hi guys. It's me and Savvy, and this is our Uncle Greg.
Hi.
So, first question: what was the final rank of your service?
My final rank was a captain.
Okay.
Okay, can I have it now?
Sure.
Okay, let's see. What branch of service in years served?
My branch of service was in the Army, or active duty Army, and I served just under 8 years of active service.
Okay. The next question is, what was your role?
My role was, I had a couple of different roles. So I started off as an ordnance officer. And then once I became the rank of captain, I became a logistics officer, where I then moved into special operations, where I was in charge of an aerial delivery company. So we delivered airdrops to the helicopters. So we would deliver fuel and ammo by throwing it out the back of a airplane with a parachute, and
we only have 3 seconds.
And deliver it from there.
Okay, hi guys, it's Owen and Savannah again, and our Uncle Greg.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yes, part 2.
Because we didn't have enough time. Okay, Sarah, next question.
I think you were asking the next question.
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I wasn't, but okay.
I wasn't, but okay.
Were you involved in a war? And if you were, what war?
I was, and I can't remember the exact conflict's name, but I was in Afghanistan, Iraq, and Kuwait. So I think it was Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Resolute Resolve, and Operation Iraqi Freedom. So I think that was them.
Okay, Sally.
Okay. How are you related to me?
I am related to these two amazing individuals because they are my nephew and niece.
Yes.
So
So
my
he's
sister's
my-
kids.
Yeah.
He's my mom's brother.
Yes. And I
Uh,
love them both so much.
would you like to share a story about when you served?
A story of when I served. That is
I think I
a
have to do a part 3.
yeah. That's a good question.
Okay, 5
Oh
more
my
seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Part
Okay, hi guys, we're back for part 3. Part
Make it
3,
quick.
yes.
Yeah.
So a a story that I would like to share was I think it was awesome to have these two individuals visit me at each place that I got to live. So they went visit us in New York, upstate New York, so Fort Drum, right by the Canadian border, and that was awesome. And then they also visited us in Fort Campbell, Kentucky, which we lived on the Tennessee side, but they went and flew on over and visited us for Christmas time one year. So
fun.
that was one of my most favorite memories.
Yes.
That was fun.
That was the time that you sprayed us with the hose.
Yes.
Because it was
exactly.
70 degrees.
Yeah,
it's very
70
hot.
degrees on Christmas Day.
And we don't have to share a photo of him because he's right here. So
This is a photo.
okay, bye guys. Thanks for watching part 3 of all 3. So
Yeah.
okay, thanks. Bye.
Adios.
Bye.
This is my grandpa, retired Chaplain Colonel Richard Flath. My grandpa was a chaplain in the U.S. Army Reserves and Oregon and Washington National Guards. The role of a chaplain is kind of like a pastor, priest, or rabbi. He helps people by visiting them, helping them work out their problems, and helping their families. He helped them with their spiritual needs. He performed military funerals. He worked at military hospitals and visited people when they were sick or in the ER. He supervised other chaplains and chaplains' assistants. He marched, trained, and drove vehicles just like all the other military men and women, except he didn't fire any weapons. He was assigned many units like infantry brigades and even a railroad unit. This is something that's really funny. He didn't even see any trains, and it's a railroad unit. He also sometimes had secret meetings. What on earth? Okay, here we go. My grandpa served the U.S. for 37 years. He was drafted into fall again for part 2. So when my grandpa was drafted into the military army, he was drafted in during the Vietnam War, but he didn't leave the country to fight in the Vietnam War. His first year, he was a chaplain's assistant. He told me a funny story about being assigned garbage duty and having to pick up garbage cans. He got his finger stuck on a ring, his wedding ring, and it got stuck on the garbage truck and it broke. Sadness. After the attacks on September 11th, he was mobilized for the Operation Noble Eagle. He served in Fort Hood, Texas for a whole year. He worked with a man and woman coming and going overseas. He also worked with their families when they got left behind for a long time and the military people didn't come back. I love my grandpa, and I'm happy I learned about this stuff now. Is me, that's my sister, and that's my grandpa all together.
Hi, I am Joshua Mikesell, father of Jasmine Mikesell. I served in the U.S. Navy for 12 years. In my 12 years of service, I had the opportunity to visit over 20 other different countries in Europe, Asia, and North America. I have served on several ships and was able to swim the deepest part of the ocean, the Mariana Trench. I got to work on lots of cool communication systems and avionics. I have 2 other kids other than Jasmine. Their names are Darren and Jaden. While I was in the Navy, Darren was born on Whidbey Island here in Washington. Jaden, he was born in Yokosuka, Japan. He still thinks he's Japanese. And Jasmine was born in Honolulu, Hawaii, which was really, really cool. I am very proud of my service to my country, as well as the support that I have had from my family. Thank you, Jasmine.
The veteran in our family is our Aunt Jamie. She works for the Coast Guard and she's lived in a lot of states like North Carolina,
South Carolina,
Alaska,
Hawaii, Georgia, and a bunch of other states that we don't know because we weren't born in the time to hear them.
This is my Veterans Day project. My mom's paternal grandpa, Eugene, which is also my middle name, was in the Army, U.S. Cavalry, for 5 years, from 1941 to 1946. He was a lieutenant and trained people. He rode horses that were specially were specially trained for war, and he rode motorcycles. He was in World War II. He got in an accident on a motorcycle and had a lifelong knee injury. And that is my Veterans Day project. Bye.
Hi, I'm going to show you my Veterans Day project. So let's just get to that. Is my grandfather. His final rank was a first lieutenant, but they called them battery commanders. The branch of the military was the Army because he worked with artillery and the big stuff. When he was in the Army, he served for 4 years from 1966 to 1970. He was stationed in Germany, but he wasn't really in any wars. That's it.